We're the Millers, 2013. Directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber, is a bright comedy packed with crude language, offering audiences a fun weekend escape. The idea of a fake family becomes a unique highlight, creating a refreshing twist in the world of comedy films. Bold and straightforward, the story doesn't demand much brain work from viewers. Just sit back and enjoy the hearty laughs. This is also a remarkable performance by Jennifer Aniston. She portrays a woman who is warm and caring, yet clever, sharp-tongued, and irresistibly charming in her own way. This review reveals some plot details, so come back later if you'd like to experience the film in full. The story begins with David, played by Jason Sudeikis, a small-time marijuana dealer in Denver. In a moment of bravery, stepping in to break up a harassment incident, David ends up being robbed of his entire stash, which throws him into a dire situation. To repay his debt, he is forced to take on a dangerous job, traveling to Mexico to smuggle back a fresh shipment of marijuana for the kingpin Brad. Beyond clearing his debt, David is also promised a hefty sum of money. Penniless, and without any product left, David reluctantly accepts this risky deal. While racking his brain for a smuggling plan, he suddenly crosses paths with the Fitzgerald family. And at that moment, an idea strikes. To slip past the border, he'll pose as the head of a picture-perfect family. To pull this off, however, he needs allies willing to play the roles of his fake relatives. Right in the opening scenes, David also runs into an old college friend, now a devoted family man. This early detail is the director's first subtle clue to the core theme of the film. The first recruit David brings on board is Kenny, the good-natured, somewhat naive, and lonely teenage neighbor whose mother had left town the week before. In the plan, Kenny plays the role of the obedient son. Though often goofy, he occasionally shows flashes of manly courage. Through Kenny's introduction, Casey joins as well, a rebellious young girl, a bit wild and hard to tame, who has run away from home with nothing but her ever-present iPhone. Naturally, Casey fits perfectly into the role of Kenny's older sister. Casey is played by Emma Roberts, and if you're a fan of the Scream franchise, you'll surely remember her as Jill Roberts, the surprising villain in Scream 4. Finally, the only missing member is a mother for the two kids. To fill this role, David goes to a strip club and convinces Rose, a rebellious stripper who also happens to be his neighbor. With the family assembled, the smuggling mission to Mexico can begin. Of course, this trip is bound by a deal. Each member is paid for their part. What makes it particularly entertaining is how these four clashing personalities are thrown together, their natural reactions creating a wildly unstable yet oddly convincing family. None of them truly has a family of their own, and gradually, they come to accept this arrangement, one they originally joined only for profit. The journey takes the group peacefully across Mexico to pick up the stash, and inside the RV, the four clashing personalities gradually start finding ways to get along. In one early scene, they all sing Waterfalls by TLC together. The song's message, "Don't chase shallow and dangerous dreams, but stay safe and live realistically," becomes a humorous counterpoint to the Millers' own reckless and dangerous mission. In another moment, Casey wants to watch fireworks, but David refuses. Rose steps in, however, creating the familiar dynamic of a typical family, a mischievous child, a strict father, and an understanding mother. Slowly, this fake family starts blending into everyday experiences, weaving a bond that ties them together. An amusing Easter egg also appears when director Rawson Marshall Thurber himself shows up in a cameo as a border guard when the Millers cross into Mexico. It's a small but clever gag, having the very creator of the story witness the journey of his makeshift family. The real obstacles begin when the group makes their return trip, and a series of hilarious situations unfolds along the way. Their journey takes them through countless challenges, bribing a Mexican cop, an awkward encounter with a gay border officer, evading U.S. Border Patrol, and even a wild chase with a Mexican drug cartel. The script strikes a clever balance, mixing sharp wit with slapstick humor, blending crude modern comedy with touches of old-fashioned sweetness. We're also treated to Rose's irresistibly sexy dance routine, both seductive and comical at once. Jennifer Aniston, once named among People magazine's most beautiful women in the world, truly proves her allure in every frame of this sequence. The smuggling mission involves hauling an entire RV stuffed with marijuana, heightening the danger at every turn. On the way back to the US, the Millers happen to cross paths again with the Fitzgeralds, a picture-perfect American family also returning from Mexico. This sharp contrast between the fake family and the real one sets up suspenseful, ironic, and laugh-out-loud situations. The Millers' constant stream of foul language, though vulgar, works brilliantly in fueling the comedy. On the way back, countless awkwardly funny situations arise, from pretending to be the perfect family in front of the Fitzgeralds, to moments where they protect one another in the face of danger. All of these experiences gradually forge a genuine bond that goes far beyond the initial pretense. Their adventure involves run-ins with gangsters, hiding from police officers, and confronting a ruthless drug lord, each event pushing the characters toward emotional growth while delivering laugh-out-loud comedic payoffs. From the start, Rose is introduced as a stripper, but one who firmly upholds her principle of selling performance rather than her body. Through her interactions within the makeshift family, her maternal instincts slowly awaken. One particularly bizarre yet standout scene is when she teaches Kenny how to kiss, leading to a hilariously awkward moment. At the same time, Rose instinctively worries about Casey going on a date with a slick young man she's just met, showing a protective side. Rose's intelligence also shines through. After punching out a thug who harasses her daughter, she explains that it's a skill she's honed over years in her line of work. This moment captures the strength and independence of a mother figure, while also hinting at the hardships she's endured. In a way, We're the Millers compensates for the void in Rose's real life, echoing what Allure magazine once revealed in an interview about Jennifer Aniston's own pain and longing for motherhood over the years. The film's ending builds to a climax with the family splitting apart and the mission coming to an end as the truth about the marijuana smuggling is finally revealed. The last conflicts ultimately lead to an awakening of genuine feelings as each character learns how to live and behave like a real family member. David, who at first only lived for personal gain, gradually learns responsibility and how to care for others. Rose, once a bitter and pragmatic stripper hardened by life, discovers reconciliation and the ability to nurture. Casey, a runaway rebel who trusted no one, learns the meaning of connection and trust. Kenny, the naive boy who knew nothing of life, finally matures into someone strong and confident enough to protect his family. What began as a fake family created for show slowly transforms into something that carries the true meaning of family. We're the Millers may not be a masterpiece, but it certainly delivers plenty of laughs thanks to a talented cast. Its character development leaves a lasting impression, offering richness and multiple layers of meaning. The film's success lies in its bold premise and the sharp comedic chemistry between its actors. In the final scene, the group moves into a new house together, ending with a cheeky shot of a marijuana plant growing in the backyard and their quirky interactions with new neighbors. Although they've settled into a more ordinary life, their rebellious and unique streak hasn't completely disappeared. It's a balance between fitting into the norm and holding on to individuality. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.